This man Shinra's little brother has finally locked into the truth, and honestly, I don't know where it's going to take him, but it should be interesting because things are ramping up. Let's talk about it. Episode 10, Fire Force, man. How you feel?
I think we about to see some things from the Great Cataclysm.
Cataclysm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Honestly, This is looking like it's going to be terrifying, and the more closer we get to it, the more I don't really understand why these white-clad dudes are even about this.
I think is what's scaring me the most is the girl that can like see the future. Like,
bro,
like why is she like not worried?
Why is she about this? That's what I'm saying.
She must know something it's freaking me out because
it sounds like she's making it seem like everybody's gonna die when this happens.
Or is she making it sound like they gonna win?
No, what to them winning is turning the whole planet into a sun. The problem is if you're made of, flesh and bones like everyone else, you're gonna die. So like, to me, their end goal is just not even beneficial to them. Even that one fairy dude, because they were like clowning on him, or at least Dragon was. He was like, oh, there goes the Guardian with no pillar to guard. And Fairy was like, I'm about to awaken, bro, and no one will be around but me. So I was like, he at least got an outplan. He said, I'm surviving this.
Got a point.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm like, I don't even know why they would even want to do this aside from like the religious fanaticism, but they don't even all seem to have religious rather. You know what I'm saying? Like Dragon, he just seemed like he was like squabbling for him.
Yeah, he's just there for the fun.
So I'm like, why are you even, why are you part of this? You're the type to me that would just try to fight the Cataclysm himself. But I don't know. To me, like, obviously, I completely understand their motive, but like, aside from just them wanting to get this done, I don't see how it benefits them like individually.
And maybe that's what SHO realizes too, though. Maybe that's the reason why he decided he wanted to go see his brother.
Well, SHO's is different though. He was legit like put in a cult from a baby. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying in general.
Erasing his like memories.
Like, exactly, and he finally
I understand why he's there.
Yeah, but he saw one of the Adolas and how it happened again, though.
True, the Adola link is like refreshing him and like allowing him to see more memories.
So,
but like he's the only sane person then out of the White Clan, because everybody else, I'm like,
hey man, Arrow might switch sides too.
I hope so.
We're gonna see.
But the one who should be switching sides, if I saw the future, I'd be
yeah,
I don't like this.
But like I said, I don't know what she's seen though, because she not
said
worried.
All of us are gonna die, bar for bar. She said everybody's gonna die. That's literally what she said this episode. She said, I can't wait to see everyone die. And I'm like,
well then, yeah.
Aren't you part of everyone?
Yeah,
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I give up.
She's a tweaker. She's just a tweaker, bro. Like, I don't get it.
So she knows this then, and then she told them, and they know that they're just gonna go through with it anyway.
It was like Hamea. I'm like, okay, she might be. It looks like she's like almost like possessed by the Evangelist herself or something, right?
She's possessed by something for sure.
So like,
she's hearing the voices.
Yeah, bro, she out here hearing voices. She got connected to the ether. Man. So like, okay, she had lost claws.
She's Randy Orton, bro.
Yeah.
She is.
Nah, for real. She gone. So like her, I'm like, okay, I get it. She's just gone. Charon just cares about protecting the pillars. Like, that's his whole goal in life. Okay, whatever. They just some two nut jobs. Everybody else should be thinking a little harder.
I don't know.
Except for that, well, there's that alien dude in the White Clan. Well, like a Mickey Mouse character. I don't even know, bro. He look weird as hell. He don't look human though. That's all I know. Him, yeah, I believe he got a plan. He probably wanted the freaking Infernos himself. He's like, I'm just gonna get a little hot. All right, yeah, that's fine with me.
You wanna know who gonna live out of this though?
Who gonna live, bro?
The nun.
Yeah, she's not dying. She ain't dying, bro.
Dying.
She's 300 years old.
She'll figure it out.
Yeah, she got a plan. She definitely got a plan, man. Speaking of plans,
she got them earthquake skills, man.
Oh,
think about it though. She gonna do
shaking up the
she
world.
Gonna do the earthquake right when the fire hit. It's gonna block her off.
She gonna shiver her way out of it. Shiver me timbers.
Imagine that'd be crazy.
Oh my goodness, man. But yeah, she's low-key busted. I ain't even gonna lie. The earthquakes we've been seeing this whole season, or not even the whole season, the whole series, have been her fault.
We never knew,
bro.
Never knew.
Nah, she low-key different. She been in the shadows, but we're definitely about to see her. You know what I'm saying about that action, and I don't know who will take her out. Who fighting that?
Yabana gonna try. Get packed up.
Amana not doing nothing, bro. She got like Gojo's Infinity, but shivering.
Hey man, she might have a wake up call like Benny and Joker did.
Yeah, she won't have to unlock something.
She gonna have to for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? She
For
have to
sure.
touch the Adola Lake for real.
Yeah.
Because she's not playing at all, man. But aside from that, honestly, this episode was kind of like a lot of comical relief type. You know what I'm saying? We had the little Shinra, and they were all trying to like decide who was gonna get who type. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole shipping war.
So was Sabana really trying to get at him though? Why is she want that man, bro?
She been wanting him since he pulled up on her whole fire station and turned it upside down, man. Because he's the first dude to not send for her.
That.
In the first season, man. Remember when they pulled up? It was like him, Arthur, the lieutenant. I forgot why they was fighting them, but like they were like investigating each of the fire stations. Remember in the first season?
Okay.
I think she was like the first or second one they pulled up on. And he was just like the first dude to really defy her and like not send for her. And at the end of the day, like he ended up like saving her or something. And ever since then, bro, it's like Luffy and Boa Hancock. Like it just don't make sense, but she just like, hey, I want that. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Like what can you even do about it? But hey, man, this man Shinra kind of popular. You know what I'm saying?
He said, "Oh no, that's not my type."
Yeah, I don't want that.
Church girl over there.
Yeah,
I like her. She said, "Oh, I like you too." He said,
yeah. Hey, man.
We got this naked mole rat that pulls up. Just kidding. He was naked.
You're not really wrong.
On his booty and everything.
For sure, man. And he was from last season. He was on the continent or whatever. But they went with the Yoruba dude. I'm like, I like that they put a Nigerian guy randomly in the Fire Force universe. That was cold.
That man was cold.
He
bro.
was moving with the tats. Yeah,
he was cold.
Tough as hell. But he somehow got over to Japan. We see the whole story of how he got over there. It's a bunch of comic relief. But he was speaking to the lady in black that we saw last episode. She died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or she like lost energy, something. You know what I'm saying? And she told him about the Great Cataclysm, and I'm just like, dang, everybody's getting told, but the people who need to know. They told Arthur's parents somehow. Like everybody just be finding out.
His Arthur's dad's special.
I ain't even gonna lie. That man's a real prophet.
He's a special breed, bro.
He said, I've known since day one. As soon as my restaurant
he knew
collapsed.
since the day that he left his son in that house by himself.
Oh, he's locked into something.
Yeah, for real.
It's crazy, man. But we end up finding out that pretty much it's about to happen sooner than we thought because the mole was Loki everywhere. That man pulled up on the sister every time she shake the herb. He's like, huh?
I'm not supposed to be here.
So he already knows all the BS is about to happen. So now we're just gonna see how they're gonna pull off this plan, right? Because they've been talking about the pillars are all gathered for like 3 episodes now. It looks like they're actually gonna do something because
they technically don't have one of them though.
Who's the one they don't have?
I mean, they have it, but they don't have it, which is the other nun that's at the building with them right now.
Well, no, they don't need the pillars to be physically there. They just need them to unlock their powers.
Oh, well, then
that's why they didn't care when SHO left. They were like, SHO disappeared. They're like, whatever. he in the country, right? Yeah, y'all screwed regardless. So that's why they don't care. They just know that somebody awakened it. I don't think maybe Hamea might know that she's the one who awakened it, but she sensed that there's like the 8th pillar has awakened or whatever. So
yeah, I remember her saying that, but I just didn't know that they all had to. They don't even have to be near each other.
No, they don't. That's why they didn't even care. That's why they haven't like tried to really capture Shinra since like season 1.
It makes a lot of sense now.
You know what I mean? But we find out that they're pulling off the plan straight up. Like the earthquake lady just out here making Wukong pillars come out the ocean. It looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we found out that Vulcan's ancestor, right? He was part of the reason that the first cataclysm didn't even work. Because for the cataclysm, what they apparently needed, at least as far as we know, was the 8 pillars and for someone to decipher pi at the same time. But at the time back then, they didn't have enough tech, and he was the only dude who actually figured it out, but I guess he like hid it. You know what I mean?
Always Vulcan, man.
No, I get it. His family was like, oh, no, you need this. Put that joint away. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why, I guess, afterwards, when they were trying to restart civilization after they failed the first time, they let civilization get a lot more advanced. So there'd be a lot more like brains to figure out how to decipher pi first so they wouldn't fail again this time. So that was a cool little excerpt that kind of went back to old seasons, which, you know, most of us haven't watched season 2 in forever, but
yeah,
Dr. Giovanni, that was what his whole stick was. He was trying to find that code that was on that USB drive that was a few hundred years old. and that apparently was from Vulcan's ancestor.
That makes sense.
So,
okay.
That just tying up some plot points. I was like, that didn't make sense back then. Now I get it, you know? But it's going to be crazy, man. They've been doing setup for like the last 2 episodes, but I'm excited. I can't wait to see how this goes. I can't wait for SHO to really pull up on his brother. Like, I don't really know if he's fully just like convinced that like, oh, that's my brother and I need to help him, or if he just has questions. You know what I mean? So they might end up fighting again. We'll see.
I think he has questions, and then SHO's going to try and leave again. Shinra like, I don't play that. You going to stay right here, and then that's when they go box.
Something like that. Because right now, I don't know what's on his mind. I feel like
we're gonna see.
He just been brainwashed, and like today's like the first day he woke up like, oh wait, I had a family. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be cool to see like how they resolve that plot point, at least with them, because I feel like as soon as they low-key like make up, it's about to go down. Like Amea's at her breaking point. So I feel like she tried to get this plan off real quick before she loses her mind completely. You know what I mean? So
I think her losing her mind now is what's helping her do all this personally.
It might be, man. But yeah, aside from that, the only other plot point that we missed is Obi just really trying to collect some allies, which I don't even know how they secretly gonna help.
Man's been putting on some some weird clothing to do it.
Trying to blend. He looks like Joe from You. Walking around looking inconspicuous but conspicuous at the same time.
Like, do you know that we can see you?
Straight up. But that other dude was like, why do you think I won't stitch on you right now? I was like, for real. That's tough. But we'll see what they can do, man. Because honestly, at least as far as I can tell, I feel like the Fire Force soldiers, aside from like Benimaru and the 8th Division, what they doing against these pillars, man, and and the Light Clad looking kind of cold right now.
Hey, man,
they got hitters.
We know everyone's gonna die though, so does it really matter?
It's gonna be crazy, man. Y'all let us know what y'all are thinking about Fire Force as of this episode. Honestly, it's a really good episode, but I still gotta give it like a 7.
6 for me.
Yeah, it was just very slow paced, man. Comedy was aight, but the mole jokes, they weren't hitting for me. But aside from that, man, we'll catch y'all. Peace.